First one is in Ecclesiastes 25:13. It says, "Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman." 25:22 says, "Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die." Ecclesiastes 25:26. "If she go not as thou wouldest have her," I guess that means if she doesn't do what you wanted to do, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorcement and let her go. 26:9, Ecclesiastes again, 9 to 10. This is the wisdom of God. This is actually sometimes called, along with the Song of Solomon, books of wisdom. All right. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and her eyelids. Ooh, watch out for them eyelids. "If thy daughter be shameless, keep her straightly. Keep her in the house, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty." Oh, let's not let these girls go anywhere. And 26, Ecclesiastes 26:14 to 15. A silent and a loving woman is a gift of the Lord. Well, that's a good thing. "And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed, but a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued." Okay, well, that's pretty good as long as she keeps a shame face. Ecclesiastes 26:25 says, "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog." Well, there you go. I mean, let's put them where they belong. "But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." And one of my favorites, Ecclesiastes 42:13 to 14, it says, "For from garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness. Better is the churlishness of a man than a courteous woman. A woman, I say, which brings shame and reproach." Shame and reproach. All right, folks, we're still in the King James Version here, version of the Bible. And I want you to move to the New Testament now, 1 Corinthians chapter 11. These are the words of Paul. Paul is thought and taught to be the founder of the Christian church, certainly wrote more, was attributed to write more of the New Testament than any other. And his teachings are thought to be direct inspiration from the Holy Spirit to the church in how to behave, how to think, what to do, how to understand Jesus, the dispensational theology, all of it. So this is certainly coming from an authority and directly from the Bible. So let me just read a little bit from chapter 11 here. And let's start in verse 3. "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, okay, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonors his head. Okay, every woman that prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head." Okay, I don't know. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. "For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn." In other words, if you're not wearing a hat or long hair, well then go ahead and cut your hair down to be bald, I guess. "But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered." I don't know, it goes on and on. In verse 8 it says, "For the man is not of the woman, but the woman is of the man." Again, the superiority of men over women. "Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man." And in verse 13 he says, "Judge in yourself, is it comely that a woman pray unto God uncovered?" So, ladies, I don't know why you're walking around or saying your prayers without a hat on of some kind. Does not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him, but if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given to her for a covering. So, I don't know. You know, we both grow hair. Hair on our heads will grow long. We can cut it short. But apparently, hair is a big deal, and covering of the head is a big deal to Paul, and it must be a big deal to God. Okay, folks. Okay. You know, I'm coming to the end here. I promise to keep these down to around 10 minutes. We're still talking about Paul. I'd like you to turn to 1 Corinthians chapter 14. We're going to read verses 34 and 35, ladies. These are verses, if you've been in the church any length of time, you've certainly heard taught, you know what they are, but let me just read them right out of this holy book right here, so that there's no question that this is New Testament theology. All right? 1 Corinthians, let's see, 14, 34 to 35. Let me read these for you. Let's see. Well, we're going to back up a little bit. There we go. All right, 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches. Now, I've been to a lot of churches, and I don't think I've heard women keep silent in there yet. But maybe this is not clear. You know, maybe Paul meant something else. Maybe he just meant being prayerful. I don't know. Let's go on. Let's see what it really says. See if it's direct. See if this really says what I think it says. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak. Really? Wow. But they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. Isn't this interesting that Paul brings up the law? People have said, well, the law has passed away. We're no longer under the law. Of course, they want to remind us every day that doesn't include the Ten Commandments, of course, or whatever it is that they want to cherry pick out of the Old Testament. 35, it goes on. Paul goes on. He's not done. And if they will learn anything, he might as well have said, if they can even learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. For it is a shame for women to speak in the church. It's a shame to speak in the church. This is not the only place that Paul talks about this. He certainly talks about it in Ephesians, talks about it in Corinthians. If you look at 1 Corinthians 14, where we're right at, and read the entire chapter, you'll see this is not taken out of context. Paul is saying how the churches should operate. Ladies, stop talking in church. Stop talking in church.